Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to one of my blogs. I really love to do blogs because, it gives me the chance to talk to you a little bit about me. And hopefully, you guys like what I say, of course, and it's interesting to you. Normally, I teach classes, but eventually, I just like to stop and just talk and tell you what's going on with me lately and what my plans are. And well, I hope that you guys enjoy this time, so welcome to my blog. Well, first of all, I would like to say that I hope you guys are safe and that you are absolutely okay with your families and everybody around. These couple of months have been really difficult for the world, for everything that is happening out there, and we just need to be cool in our heads and try to be relaxed and calm and just pray the Lord for everything to get better and better every single day. I am not watching the news. I think that is one of the things that I stopped doing once the COVID-19 started. I stopped watching the news because there were a lot of deaths, especially in Spain and Italy, and I have a lot of friends there. So to me, it was shocking that all those numbers were appearing, and it was kind of scary. Back in those days, the disease was just reaching out South America, and we were very scared because we didn't have, and we don't have, the medical care and system that those countries have. And with all that, they were struggling, so it was very difficult. So I stopped watching the news, and I decided that I was gonna, drift away and just keep separated to my life. So I will be a little bit more focused on some other things. I gotta say that, these days and these months, since everything started, they pretty much have been great to me. I've been at home the whole time with my wife and my baby, and once I saw that we were going to be in closure for so many days and months, I've decided to start with new hobbies, new things to do. So I started reading some different books, and the first thing that I did is I took that time to do something that I wanted to do for a long time, and it was to buy a ukulele. I'm a big fan of the Beatles. I'm a big fan of George Harrison, and George Harrison was a very good ukulele player. So I've been attracted to play the instrument, but I guess I never had the time to do it. So when the COVID-19 started, the first thing that I told my wife was like, I would like to get a ukulele and start playing it. I don't know how to play the ukulele, but I know how to play the guitar, and they're kind of similar, so I can, manage to find the chords and stuff. And my wife, God bless her, she bought it for me. So one day I received it, and I was so happy. So right now I get to play the ukulele, and I'm very, very happy. Actually, I learned a lot from the ukulele, not only playing it, but also it took me like 2 weeks or 3 weeks to know how to play with the ukulele. But then it really hit me. I always wanted to have my own band, like a real band, like, getting together with friends and playing instruments and playing songs. But, it's just one of those things that you kind of push it, to one side, and you say like, yeah, one of those days I'm gonna do it. So I learned how to play the ukulele, and I took my harmonica again and the guitar, and I started, trying to come up with ideas. And I got this idea during the COVID-19, and it was that, I wish there were no sickness at all, so I can get together with my friends and just jam with the ukuleles and stuff. And well, unfortunately we couldn't because we had to be in quarantine, so there's not supposed to be any meetings or stuff. So I came up with the idea of why don't I have a band that is like a virtual band, and we get together in internet or any other type of platform like Zoom or something, and we get together and play the songs that we like. So I talked to Manuela, who's one of my dearest friends. She sings beautifully, and she also plays the ukulele. So I talked to her and said, hey, you know what? I have this idea. Why don't we get together and we can form a band? And in that case, we can start, having fun. And she said, yeah, let's do it. That sounds like a great idea. So that's pretty much what we did. We got together and we created a band that is called the Blue Moon Whispers. As I told you before, I'm a big fan of the Beatles, so I love these long band names, like for example, Sgt. Pepper's and Lonely Heart Club Band, Jerry and the Pacemakers, and these crazy long names. So we came up with the idea of the Blue Moon Whispers, and we said we're gonna get together. I'm gonna record my part. You're gonna record yours, and then I'm gonna try to mix it together and edit it and put it online. And we liked it. We did the first song was "Love Me Do," and it turned out to be a good song, whatsoever. So we decided to call some of other friends that we had and say like, hey, would you like to join us and just play a song? And they just say yes, and we started this project. And I also have a YouTube channel. You guys want to check it out. It's called the Blue Moon Whispers, and there are a lot of versions there, and hopefully we're gonna continue doing that. I don't want to be a musician or tour the world or be famous or anything like that, but it's just a way to have fun, and especially it's just a way to focus, to be focused on something and just not to think about the world and all those things that are happening right now, but just have like a vision of something else that gives you peace and makes you happy. So that's why I decided to start with that one.
Whoa, rock me do. Whoa, rock me do. Rock me.
On the other side, I've had a lot of time to write my book. I have a contract to create a book in like a couple of months or maybe 3 months. I should have this book ready. And we don't have a name for the book yet, but I do have a lot of chapters that I've written. Most of them are my recommendations about you guys if you want to learn English. It's not a course. It's not like you are going to read this book and I'm going to teach you English with this book. That is not the idea. The idea is, if you want to learn English, there are so many things that you have to do before you learn English. So my idea with this book is that everybody who reads that will be ready to start any course anywhere with any method. And it's also a recommendation to you to find your own method depending on the skills you have, depending on the backgrounds you have, and depending on the motivation that you have. So my book is going to be out this 2020. I'm very excited. I hope you guys can check it out, and it's gonna be spread all over the world. So it doesn't matter if you live in London, if you live in Spain, if you live in Kuala Lumpur, if you live in Malaysia. The book is gonna be in one of those countries. So I guess you guys can read it, and it's gonna be great. Well, one of the terrible things that have happened to me lately, because not everything is like, pink colored. I remember that when, the quarantine started and the governments decided that we were going to be in quarantine, my wife and I had, taken the decision of staying home probably 3-4 weeks before. So we were like a month in the house before, everything happened and the government said we are going to be in quarantine. So we were just used to it. I work, from home with YouTube and a lot of things that I do. I teach online, and my wife works like pretty close to our home. So we were just kind of used to. So we weren't like, oh my God, we have to stay home. And no, we were actually pretty cool. We are pretty cool about it. But unfortunately, 1 week after the quarantine, the decision was made. Samantha, our baby with just 8 months old, she got sick, really sick. Not because of the COVID-19, but she had a problem with her lungs. So we were very scared and we took her to the hospital. And wow, it's having your baby with these cables and that breathing thing up through her nose, and she was crying, and we were very scared because we had to go out and be in a hospital, and with all the craziness about you're gonna get contagious and all those things, it was pretty difficult for us, especially, well, I don't want to say especially to me, because my wife had to stay there all the week because she was there for a week. She had to stay there with Samantha, taking care of her, and I bet it was hard. But I'm saying that it was also hard for me because I was at home and I was allowed to see Samantha for 10 minutes, 3 times per day. So it was very difficult. I don't remember before that. I didn't remember the last time I cried. And I don't usually cry. I guess I'm a very, hard of steel or something. But when I got home one of those days from the hospital, my wife told me you should bring, a couple of her favorite toys and dolls just to make her a little bit more comfortable while she's in the hospital. So I said, yeah, okay. And I remember that when I went to her room and I took 2 of her, stuffed animals and teddy bears, I burst into tears. It was so difficult. I laid on the floor and I started crying. And I was very scared. I didn't know what to do. And it's one of the most difficult things that I've done, or I've gone through in the last couple of years. And if you're a dad or a mom, you know what I'm talking about. You know that it's absolutely difficult and ridiculous to have your baby in the hospital. But now she's totally okay. She's fantastic, and we are just moving on. Yeah, I'm very happy about what everything what everything is coming on, and I'm happy with band. I'm happy with the book, and I'm happy with all the things that I am learning. I am trying to study English a little bit more because when you are in your house and you don't practice a lot, you get stuck a little bit. Sometimes I feel I get stuck, and that's why we need to read, when we need to continue practicing and doing a lot of stuff so our English goes up and up and up. That's what we all want, right? So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say to you guys. Obviously, what I've said million of times, I just want to say thank you very much, because I'm very close to have 1 million subscribers, and it's all because of you, because of your recommendations, because you post my videos on your social media, and that brings a lot of people. So I really want to say thank you very much for doing that for me. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I reach that 1 million subscribers. We should get a party, like a virtual party, or I should do like a video. I remember that when we got to 500,000 subscribers, I remember that we did a video with a lot of you guys saying messages and questions to me. Maybe we should do that again. That was fun. But I'll let you know in advance what my plans are for that thing. So that's pretty much, guys. I hope you guys are safe, that you are filled with love, that you are filled with laughter, that you are with your families, and that everybody is just paying attention to the recommendations and all those things that we need to take care in terms of our hygiene and everything that we have to do before we go outside, and wearing the face mask and the gloves and stuff. Please be safe. I want all my subscribers to be safe and to be with me for many years. All right, so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like this video, and well, I'll see you later, my friends.